What's cracking, everyone? Welcome back to episode 2 of Bale's Back on FM21 here with Tottenham Hotspur. And just want to say thank you for everyone that did tune in to episode 1. I do hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. If you are, as always, below the camera, you can see just there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A like helps out the channel, especially a channel my size, a lot more than you would think. Just helps boost the algorithm. And drop a comment as well. Any tips and tricks you have from the beta so far, I'm interested to hear about it, and I'll be sure to get back to you in the comment section below. Also, my Twitch is down in the description. Sometimes I do stream Football Manager, but I do also stream Call of Duty as well. If you are a fan of Call of Duty content, go and check my main channel, which is just ZE Murray. You can find a link to that in the actual channel page on my page as well, or just Google ZE Murray Warzone, ZE Murray COD, whatever floats your boat. But nonetheless, let's get back into the Football Manager action. You know, since we last met, been up and down, a bit good, a bit bad. I've been tweaking the tactic a little bit to figure out what works best. I think I figured out what does work best. And there's a result on the screen you can probably see on the right hand side that I'm not too happy with, but yeah, you know, everything else has been going okay so far. But without further ado, let's jump into the action today, where we are taking on Arsenal and Manchester City. I've also moved the webcam actually down to the bottom left instead. A, it just helps me point at things, and B, because my game is on my left monitor and you guys are on my right monitor, when I'm looking at the screen, it kind of at least looks like I'm looking towards, apologies for my OneDrive popping up. Let me just actually mute that. But yeah, when I look this way, it just looks like I'm looking on the screen instead of like looking, you know, off the screen over there. So that's the reason why I've done that on this occasion. But yes, like I said, we do play Arsenal today, who are top of the league, and they have actually played one more game than us, and a lot of teams have actually played 2 more games than us because of our Europa League games so far. But since we last met, it was of course the 2-0 win against Puskas Academia. We then played West Ham away from home, which we drew 2-2. It was an okay game, wasn't too crazy. See here, Dele Alli got us a goal in the 6th minute, Jared Bowen in the 10th, Harry Kane got another penalty. This year penalties seem a little bit, I don't want to say broken, but there's a common theme of penalties for sure. And then Souček in the 86th minute got them the equaliser. You can see here, I don't want to say he was robbed. Statistically, he was probably the better team, had a bit more possession, had some more shots. XG is 2.16, they're 0.81. You know, it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, they got a point at home, which they'll be happy about. And I'm not too disappointed. At the end of the day, we're still unbeaten. It was away from home for the first game of our first away game of the season, at least. We then played Viking in the Europa League sort of next qualification round, which we won 5-1. Lo Celso got a 4th minute goal, another early goal from us, which is great to see. Harry Kane then missed a penalty, which I was actually surprised about. Again, that's another penalty you'd obviously note there as well. Lucas Moura in the 41st minute, Heung-min Son on the 45th minute. Harry Kane got a goal in the second half. They actually got a goal back themselves. Delaney for them in the 59th to make it 4-1, but then Eric Dyer from a set piece put it out of reach. And you see here another fantastic performance from us: 21 shots, 12 on target, 5 of those equaling goals. And again, the XG is always in our favour, or the majority of the time it is at least anyway. So fantastic result there. Then we went to Newcastle. Now for this game, I tried Harry Kane in a different player role. I went from the false 9 and put him as a complete forward, because I was like, you know what, Harry Kane, it's Harry Kane. He needs to be getting the goals for Tottenham. He's our man. And yeah, I regret the decision, essentially. Gareth Bale got another goal for us. It was a fantastic effort outside the box. Curled it in from the right-hand side to the top left corner. And then Almiron got them a goal back 6 minutes later. Dele Alli put us ahead again. And then Lascelles just before half-time. And then just after half-time, Callum Wilson broke away on a counter-attack. And yeah, after that, we didn't really look like scoring. After that, you can see here the XGs both under 1. And yeah, neither team really looked like scoring after that. So Newcastle at home knock us out the Carabao Cup. I'm not that disappointed. Would have been nice to win some silverware in our first season. Not to say we can't go on and do that, but the Carabao Cup's always a slightly easier route of doing so. We then played Hapoel in the Europa League, another 3-0 win, a clean sheet, which is more important, and Bale with another goal, Lo Celso, and Harry Kane with another penalty. Got the points there, got a clean sheet, and yeah, I've gone back to having Harry Kane as a false 9, and I think even though it would be nice to see Harry Kane, I mean, he has scored a lot. Admittedly, a lot have been penalties. You can see here he's got 2 penalties in 3 there, 2 in the Premier League. A lot of them have been penalties, but the team plays better when he's in this false nine role and the team can get in behind him. So I'm going to stick with it. That's what we're going to use as we get some more transfer requests here. But we play Arsenal today away from home. This is our toughest game yet, but it's going to be followed by an even tougher game, I think. Arsenal are top of the league, though. They're looking good, unbeaten so far. Actually haven't dropped a point. So it will be interesting for sure. Let's have a look at the team here. Anything I'll change? Laurie in goal, Doherty, Sanchez, Dyer, Sanchez and Dyer already formed a bit of a partnership there, as you can see. Reguilon, who's looked very good. Heung-min Son, Højbjerg, Bale, with Lo Celso, Ali, and Kane up top. And you know what? I'm going to stick with that. And I'm just going to wipe my nose quickly there. Apologies for that. I got a bit of an itchy nose. What's happened here? Apparently, these players lack tactical familiarity with this. But other than that, we're looking okay. And here are the team sheets. So for Arsenal, it's obviously still Mikel Arteta as their manager. No surprise there. Leno in goal, David Luiz, Gabriel Holding, Bellerin and Tierney. So it looks like they're playing a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2, however you want to sort of look at it, I guess. Thomas Partey in the midfield with Granit Xhaka, with then Pepe, Willian and Lacazette rounding out the front three. Interestingly enough, no Aubameyang, not even on the bench. Perhaps he is injured. I haven't actually looked into any of the other teams' transfers. So it looks like, I'd guess he's injured. But they have got Maitland-Niles on the bench, Reece Nelson, Nketiah, Saka, and Smith Rowe as well. So some good young names in there. What am I going to do? Hands on hips, mate. Actually, no. Okay, wait. How do I... Point finger. Okay, I'm going to point the finger at them and do the one that the assistant recommends. Yeah, we're underway. So yeah, I guess it's a bit of actually a 3... Damn, what would you even call that? A 3-4-3? 5-2-3? I don't know how you'd best describe their formation here. I'm not going to lie. But yes, as I expect, two fullbacks who are probably going to cause us some issue. But luckily, actually, we have a lot of players out on that, on the wings, and a lot of players in the midfield, especially with the wing backs and wingers both being inverted, coming into that midfield, packing it out. So we might be okay, although they've had the better of the game so far. As you can see there, 3 shots to our 0. But away from home at the Emirates, can't really say I'd expect something much different. We are off the board as far as shots, but no highlights so far. A very, very dull game, which isn't great. Oh, here we go. We've got something here. Doherty, I believe this is, yeah, it is, with the throw in into Bale. Plays it back to Reguilon, who let it fire, and I thought that was going in. But unfortunately, just wide on this occasion. And we're starting to get into the game a little bit. I think we've statistically looked better. A little bit less on the possession, a little bit past completion. Okay, now the shots are kind of similar. But again, I'm looking at that XG factor. And maybe I'm looking too much into it because it's new. But the fact ours is higher than theirs is... it's a good thing for me, as Holding hits the bar, actually, so we get very fortunate there to not concede. Don't really slough out the pressure either, as Tierney now on this left-hand side. I never thought I'd see a day where I don't want Arsenal to score, but right now that is the occasion, as Pepe can whip in another brilliant corner. He does so. David Luiz is there, but Lloris keeps the ball. And just like heading to half-time, 0-0. Got a bit lackluster at the end there. We have Sung getting skinned all too often today. Heung-min Son needs to fix up, does he? Right, I need to be angry. I'm throwing the water bottle. Okay, no, we're not underdogs. I'm throwing a water bottle. I'm not an underdog. Get the water bottle. Get it thrown, mate. Get it thrown. Get the water bottle thrown. David Luiz, no afro, interestingly enough. Into Bellerin. Actually, the wingbacks are causing us issues here. Dyer, lovely tackle. Pepe's there. 4th of the season for him, and we've looked shocking. I won't get creative. I don't know what get creative is anymore. They got rid of it. I'm going to demand more. And we do have to just make some subs, because some people are not pulling their weight here. Son, get off, mate. Get Bergwijn on. But, interestingly, I'm actually going to push up him again. Bring him back. Can I do that again? Yeah, here we go. Oh no, I need to change Bell to attack. Although Bell's on the attack now, but Tierney actually just absolutely took that off. It was like taking candy from a baby, or whatever the saying is. Sanchez now. And we're 1-0 down, and this is actually the worst we've looked in this formation so far. I'm not impressed with what I've seen so far. I mean, Arsenal have looked impressive. We have looked shocking. But maybe it is a bit of tired legs out there, admittedly. thing is, they're all just as tired as each other, so I can't even... Yeah, discard my changes. Discard my change. Get another shout going. Encourage, I guess, although Pepe with another corner. Gabriel is there, and we get fortunate not to go 2-0 down. I guess we're still in this game. You know, we can still grab something. It's not looking likely. I can't shout anymore. I do want to. But Pepe is absolutely done us in here today. Him, Bellerin and Tierney have been their 3 best players for sure. Lloris, what can we do here now? Doherty. Up to Bergwijn. Nice. Come on. Okay, luckily there. Lo Celso keeps the ball. Højbjerg, what can we do here? Lo Celso. Back to Højbjerg. Into Doherty, into Reguilon, and we lose it so easily. Luckily, they're not on the break. Dyer does pick it up. The attack is still going. Bale now, what can he do? He's on the other side against Bellerin. Bellerin takes it off him really easily as well, and their fullbacks have looked fantastic today. And I think that's why we're not having any luck. In all honesty, Pepe's through. Makes it look easy, and that is shocking from us. Embarrassing. If I have to say, yeah, it's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing today. Maybe I should actually change some of the defensive players because they look, especially... I mean, to be fair, Reguilon and Doherty have actually been okay. Pepe whips it back in. Kolasinac is there. Lacazette, and... Oh, dear. The Spurs fans want my head on a spike. Oh dear, Sissoko. Oh, we've just looked uninspiring, haven't we? Bale into Harry Kane. Dele Alli into Reguilon. Oh, thought we at least got a goal back. Hits the post, and they get it out for a throw-in. But we need to do something here. This is not looking good. It looks like it's going to end 3-0. Oh, why have I jinxed it? Gabriel on the ball. Holding. Saka. Oh, no. Lacazette. Oh, lovely. Sanchez gets rid of it. Just hoofs it clear, though. And, yeah, we have been well and truly beaten today. And we get an injury, which I can't substitute off. So we're down to 10 men for the last minute. This is getting thrown in the game, of course. But, oh, no, I can't even throw it now. I'm thrashing my arms. Okay, oh, wait. Okay, I'm going to point the finger. Get sort it out, lads. Sort it out. Guardiola keeping tabs on... Yeah, you know what? Take Heung-min Son, because he did enough in that game. I'm going to have to rest the boys, I think. Rest for a day. Because, yeah, condition not looking great. And we have Manchester City coming up. And if that's how we looked against Arsenal, I hate to think how we're going to look against Manchester City. So, what I'm going to do is, luckily there's a bit of a break, actually, 12 days before the City games. I'm going to go ahead to the City game. And I'll catch you guys when we're there. Okay, so we may well and truly be in the bin here. If we lose against City now... as a thumping loss is what I'm trying to avoid here. Actually, that's like any loss. We need to avoid any loss. The team condition is looking better. We need a penalty, basically, is what we figured out. Gareth Bale, Harry Kane, they all just score against European underdogs. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Hugo Lloris in goal. Toby Alderweireld comes in at right back because Doherty, I think, has picked up a bit of a knock. Sanchez, Dyer, Reguilon, Lucas Moura, Højbjerg, Bale, Ali, Lo Celso, and Harry Kane. For them, it's Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Mendy, Rodri, Foden, Gundogan, Silva, Bernardo Silva, that is, Raheem Sterling, and Sergio Aguero. And their team doesn't look as fast as the Arsenal one. I think that may be our issue. Hands in pockets. Do something today, boys. You know, with the Arsenal team, they're all very rapid. They're all... Yeah, their wing-backs were keeping us in the pocket. Against Man City in this formation, I fancy our chances, you know, into Bale. What can he do here? There we go. Look at that burst of pace. What can he do? Tries to whip in a ball. Walker's there with him. But Chelsea picks up the loose ball. Reguilon whips it in. Dele Alli. There, come on. There we go. We look much sharper today. Maybe it was just fatigue against Arsenal. We did have a lot of fixtures with a bit of a lack of rest. Obviously, there's 12 days in between these games, but Lo Celso picks up the loose ball from Walker into Reguilon, whips it in. Dele Alli's there. Nice little calm, composed finish. His third of the season. It puts us 1-0 up against Man City, and we are at home this game. At the Emirates before we was away, and maybe that is a big factor in this year's game, that, you know, at home. I know it was last year, especially in the draft. If you were at home, it was a big advantage, but yeah, maybe more so this year. Home games are a lot more important. But we've given away the ball sloppily there into Aguero. Skips past Sanchez. Oh, come on. Luckily that goes wide. And we keep our 1-0 advantage. Although they're looking threatening, Manchester City, but yeah, the pace up front. Aguero's not as rapid as he obviously used to be in his younger days. Bernardo Silva's never been known for his explosive pace. Very talented technically, of course, and really only Sterling in their attacking sort of threat that has a big, real pace about him and uses that as one of his main attributes. You know, Gundogan, Foden, and Rodri in the midfield a bit slower. And then, you know, Mendy and Walker, yes, both very fast. But I think, yeah, with the added sharpness today, Bale and Lucas Moura, although we've given it away awfully there. Here is Sterling with his pace. I think it would cause us problems. Gets into the box. Luckily, it goes for it alone. And fortunate there not to sort of concede. But alas, we haven't conceded. We're still 1-0 up. Which is good. If we can get a clean sheet against City, that is very good. Apparently, oh, hang on. What can I do here? Let's give the fans something to cheer today. Hand in pockets again. Yes, love the hand in the pockets. Instructions. No, where can I find opposition instructions? That's what I want to know. Opposition. Here we go. We need to be getting these set. Yes, confirm changes. These are important. Here we go. Eric Dyer, Højbjerg, Sanchez, Alderweireld, Højbjerg, Reguilon, Lucas Moura, into Dele Alli. Can he find the ball into the box? He does. Bale's there. Oh, he's got a knock. Actually, I think Bale unfortunately has to come off. One thing I've noted, Gareth Bale gets a lot of knocks. He's always injured, he is. Or got something going on with him. So Heung-min Son's going to come on, which Guardiola's going to love because he is kind of scouting him. They've got a complete wing back in Mendy, a wing back in Walker, and then a lot of playmaking ability in the midfield here. Foden, Barrios now has actually gone to a ball-winning midfielder, but beforehand, Gundogan was I think a deep line playmaker they had him set to. I can't recall now, but lovely tackle by Højbjerg. Dele Alli breaks away, not very fast, but he does break away. Keeps the ball, still going, and that's not the finest bit of match engine I've ever seen, but you know what? We almost scored from it. Can't complain. Lo Celso whips it in. Harry Kane is there. Ederson tips it over, and it does seem that as a false nine, Harry Kane only scores when there's penalties, but still time to go. Lo Celso whips it in, headed away. Lucas Moura chases, picks it up wonderfully, and then Barrios does tackle him. Who else? Okay. Alderweireld has played well today. So has Højbjerg, actually, but I do want to bring him off. And Doherty will come on as well. Confirm those subs. Hopefully that's not a mistake, because Alderweireld has played really well today, but I'm cautious of some tired legs against Sterling. I don't want that to be the case. But Bernardo Silva, Dele Alli picks it off of him. Heung-min Son now into Reguilon, up to Dele Alli. What can he do here? Bursts forward again. Not the paciest thing I've ever seen. Harry Kane. Oh, can't find a clean shot and clear the way. But you know what? Been some end-to-end stuff here against Man City. I can live with this performance. Reguilon getting very tired. Probably been the best player, actually, in the team so far. Just consistently performs well. Which is good. They bring on Gabriel Jesus for Sterling by the looks of things. And looks like we're just holding on here. Not too many highlights. Tottenham 1, Man City 0. I'll take this, especially after what happened against Arsenal. And there it is. Not the most entertaining. Oh, this graph looks very nice. Love it being nice and even. Battling it out. Shows the end-to-end action. But, oh, hang on. What can I do? Outstretched arms. Yes. Come on, boys. But, yeah, not the best performance from ourselves. It will be said. It will be said. But you know what? 3 points against Man City, I'll take it. Their first loss of the season. Arsenal continue to be unbeaten at the top, and so do Newcastle, actually. But I think similarly to real life, you'll see a lot of teams dropping points to one another. And I think, yeah, it's going to be an interesting season for sure. Only 4 games in, still definitely in it. And actually, as an added piece, I've got to mention, we did get our Europa League group stage draw. You can see here we've got Sparta Prague, Lille, and Malmo in our group. So I want to be winning it. Lille might surprise us, but I do want to be winning this group. But I think that will be it for today's episode. I think next episode may have to be Everton and Lille. I think that's a good place to bring it. Some good games. Arguably better than Malmo Palace, which is immediately after. So I think it will be Everton and Lille. Have a little bit of domestic, a little bit of European again, similarly to the first episode. But yeah, that's the end of today's episode. Not our best performance, not the best looking form from us. But, you know, if you said to me, would you take 3 out of 6 points from Arsenal, Man City? I'd probably say yes. I wouldn't expect it to be this way around. I thought maybe we'd get something at Arsenal and lose to City. But yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, kept a clean sheet against City. I think sharpness is a key thing this year. So I think resting your players, if they really have been going through it in the fixtures, is important. Probably should have rotated the side more. That is my bad on that. But yeah, that's the end of today's episode. As always, if you guys did enjoy it, please do drop a like down below. Helps out small channels like myself a ton. Drop a subscribe because, like I said, daily Football Manager 21 content, hopefully throughout this entire year, but definitely so for the beta. Will be coming out every day around 4:45 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and occasionally maybe some weekend uploads as well. But yeah, as always, hope you guys are keeping well and staying safe. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow with episode 3 of Bale's Back. See you later.